Yeah, so that's gonna be what we kind of go at the beginning. Talk about your little backstory on MBK. Well, first you, what you're doing here, you let people know who's speaking, and then little backstory on MBK, how you got started, all that. Then we're going to what it's all about, the actual program, and then most of it's gonna be about MBK. We're gonna just kind of lead into it.
You say David?
About 60 seconds.
You say David?
Daniel. But Jerk, my bad, bro.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I'm like,
it's cool. I switch it up sometimes, man. My bad,
gotcha.
man. But yeah, Jerk is fine, bro. And yeah, man, I think we got a lot to talk about, man. So cool. Most of the stuff though, like I said, we could have philosophical conversations all day, but instead of that, man, most of the stuff I'm gonna be asking you is stuff that you guys already got online, and so just simple. I'm pretty sure softball questions where you can ride out all day on, man. Cool. So I got you, bro. I appreciate you coming, dog. For real.
I appreciate the opportunity,
Yeah, man. And then in the future, man, I got something going on, bro. Make sure you take my call before you leave.
Because what I'm also doing is creating this little streamline of network.
Nice.
So,
well, we're part of that, man.
Yeah. I'm glad you already know where I'm going with that.
Cool.
So
what's going on, people out there? 20 seconds, and I got you. What's going on, Gainesville? It's your boy Jerk Jerkins right here on WMBT 90.1 FM The Beat. And yo, man, we are hanging out, man. I got a really special treat. Special guest in the building today, man. None other than Mr. Javon Brown, who's the coordinator of my brother's keep out there at Santa Fe College, man. Yo, Javon, man, what's going on, bro?
How's it going, Jerk? Thanks for having me.
First, man, I was gonna say thank you for coming in, man. We really, I'm really excited, just to have a representative of MBK in the building, man. I mean, I've heard about it, but we talked a little bit off the air about some of the history of it, man. So what I know you're gonna allude to later, but I just think a lot of stuff I didn't know, and I'm excited for you to be here, man. First of all, anyway, let's get to it. So first, if you could, man, just give the people a little background on yourself, man, and even like how you end up in the position that you are right now.
Well, funny story, if you will. First off, I'm Javon Brown. I'm from Miami, Florida. Originally, I was born in Jamaica, moved to Miami, and came to Gainesville for school, right? Funny enough, Santa Fe. How did I end up at Santa Fe is a real good question.
Right.
So, I'm in the Army, the Florida Army National Guard.
Okay. So,
I deployed to Iraq and Kuwait. After deployment, I'm here ready to go to school, right? Because I can't sit around and do nothing.
Right.
So, I'm searching, and everything I could find was just online classes or telling me to wait till the summer.
Right.
But me being a little bit more stubborn or diligent, however you want to look at it.
Right.
I stumbled on this thing called Spring B, and sure enough, Santa Fe College popped up.
I love Spring B, man.
I did two things. I checked first, was it accredited, and is it public? Because I don't have private school money, right? And guess what? It met both criteria I had.
Absolutely.
School started in 20 days.
Nice.
20 days.
Nice. Well, I mean, I know what you're talking about, but explain to them what the short semester means, you know what I'm saying, and how that works and what that's all about.
Granted, most places you go, they have a spring term which runs from January through April, or the fall from August through December. Santa Fe College and few other colleges do it over the summer, but Santa Fe introduced the fall and B program where they continually practice the half semester. So you have 6 to 8 weeks, depending on where you fall, to complete those courses. And you still have the opportunity to get in, do it on Monday to Thursday, depending on the class or your schedule, which is really flexible for you to get in class.
People learn differently, man. I can speak, personally. Like I love the shorter semesters. You know what I'm saying? They're more advantageous to me. You know what I'm saying? Because it's over quicker. You know what I mean? You gotta do show up, right? Wait a minute, man. We can talk about that all day. Can we talk about MBK a little bit and even the history of how that became and how did it even get started? Because I thought it was a part, like we talked before, about the president's initiative, but I was wrong about that.
Yeah, absolutely. So, and twofolds, me in MBK, so attending Santa Fe College, right? I was a part of the program as a student.
Okay.
And what it allowed me was gave me the opportunity to network with fellow students, black males, if you will, as myself, because to be quite honest, we're few and far in between the way it seemed.
Okay.
So having that community of support.
Let me slow you down real quick. I'm sorry. How did you even hear about the program when you got here?
Well, being at the school, I got involved, and because I got involved, I kind of started learning about different resources, which is, first of all, the main reason why I'm here, to tell parents and students to learn these resources.
Absolutely.
So the program and everything we're about to discuss coming up on the on the show will address the resources and how to get parents and students connected.
Nice.
Now, how did I learn about My Brother's Keeper? Another black male student said, "Hey, you know about MBK?"
Yeah.
I'm like, "No, what's that?" And he goes, "You tripping." Okay, you got my attention. And from there, the rest is history.
Right, okay.
So the program, and learning about the program, it started as Santa Fe College President Sasser, one of his initiatives, and from the school did an equity study, look at themselves, okay, what's going on. And bottom line is black males weren't achieving.
Okay.
And why aren't black males achieving? What is it? Well, you look historically and systematically, right? The community of support has never been there for black males. So Santa Fe College decided to bring all the black male employees on campus and deliberately design a program, an enriching program that will support black males, if you will, develop a community of support that will lead to academic success.
Say the educator's name that you said that started this program.
President Jackson Sasser. He's the current president of Santa Fe College.
Shout out to the president, man. You know what I mean? For just thinking of the initiative to do that, man. That's awesome, and it's so important and vital that he was right on time with that, man. So anyway, I don't want to stop you, but can we talk more about MBK and what it offers and what it's all about?
So I'll tell you how the program has grown.
Okay.
So the program started as, once you just start something really small, we had a part-time assistant who coordinated different events, the different study halls and different series, to bring the black men together as a community, to form that community.
Nice.
So starting there, the program has grown and grown. It's grown tremendously. So now they had to hire a full-time staff position.
Wow.
Right, to continue the program.
And that's where you come in.
Not even then. It's grown before me. So my predecessor, has grown the program so much that now we're in the high schools already. So now we're doing stuff like the enrichment conference and student for a day, and we also brought students to different conferences, current Santa Fe College students, to programs like Black Brown College Bound.
Wow.
Different things to enrich the experience of black males. And I'll be honest with you, that's part of the reason why I really got involved then.
Right.
I went to a conference in Tampa. My Brother's Keeper, MBK, brought me there. And it was just about 4 or 6 students that went on the trip. But when I got there, it was a room full of about 300 black males from all walks of life that are in college and achieving. And they're like, hey, look, black, brown, black Hispanics, we're here, we're in the same boat. Let's achieve, let's be successful. And that type of, if you will, camaraderie, that type of space. Oh, I'm graduating now for sure.
Oh, yeah. Got a lot of support there. So what? I want to know what conference was this? Was this an MBK conference you went to in Tampa?
I'm saying the thing is, the conference we went to is Santa Fe College and MBK provide enriching opportunities for black male students. So whether it's that conference or it's another one, or we're bringing in speakers from left, right, center, you name it. We even had Joe Johnson come out and was a part of different programs we had. We bring people in. It's whatever we can do to provide that enriching opportunity for our black male students. And as a result, now we want to reach back into the community and say, hey, students, be prepared for college. This is what you need to do.
Yeah.
So,
and that a lot of that's going to be discussed at the conference.
Yes, sir.
I'm more curious about, you know what I mean, what was your predecessor doing in order for Santa Fe to see the need to make this a staff position and you know what I mean? I want to hear about that process more.
Okay, what I'll say is,
he had to be doing some extraordinary things.
And it's still going on right now. And it's the more the program grows, the more students hear about it, the more students get involved, the more we're expanding or services to students. Because first it was bringing in the students, the opportunities. We have different things like barbershop series. Young men come together. The haircut will be free. We'll hire or have volunteer barbers come to campus.
Nice.
And students will get a free haircut. But where do you get to have, if you will, real conversation as men? about society and things that affect you and in the community is at a barbershop.
Right.
So we'll have that type of feel that'll be going on. So that's just one thing. That's just one event. It's very, very small. The overall goal is graduation.
Right.
So the program is designed to increase the enrollment rate, increase the retention rate, which means you are staying in school. You're not just coming for a semester and falling off.
Right.
And even more so, the graduation
There we go.
that you're completing.
Right.
So it's these experiences and these type of events that pull you together and form that community of support, which is the number one factor across the board in research, right? In all these.
Say that again.
The community of support is the number one factor across all bases of research that keeps students tied and connected to a college. Wow. Whether it's peer-to-peer connection or peer-to-staff or faculty connection, it is the community of support which is established.
Number one factor.
Common across all.
Takes a village, man.
Absolutely.
Yo, you're blowing me away right now, so I'm trying to keep up with you, man, because it's all kind of all over the place, but you talked about the barbershop series a little bit.
Okay.
And a lot of the different things that you guys are doing, man. But I just want you to talk a little bit more about, just like the college referrals, study hall, all the other different things that MBK is providing, man.
I'm glad you bring that up. So
yes,
we
sir.
just established our February calendar. It's out. Even if you check out our Facebook page, and that's on Facebook at SFMBK.
At SFMBK. That's fine. Pretty simple.
At SFMBK.
Perfect.
Right, so you find us on Facebook. The calendar is out. You'll see the image posted. Yesterday we had our first event, which was the Black History Month kickoff.
Nice.
So we are in Black History Month.
Absolutely.
And we're going to celebrate.
Oh, let's do it.
So we had the kickoff yesterday. All different organizations came out on campus. It was a great event.
Awesome.
Over 300 students showed up.
Wow.
Right? So, again, very successful. So another thing we have that's coming up in the process is we're now starting to, rebrand the program and the way students, communicate and, associate with each other. So on Mondays, we're having Professional Mondays where it's a tie, a bow tie, a jacket, a vest, it's on you. We're just going to start creating a little bit of culture shift.
Nice.
On Tuesdays, we have our continuing study halls.
Okay.
So it's every Tuesday from 2 to 3:30 p.m. where students will be coming in to study whatever topics they want. The funny thing is, we have professors who say, hey, we want to get involved.
Right.
So these are the days that we're going to try to get them connected if they're not teaching a class, of course.
Right.
So they'll be available to also assist students and provide additional guidance in areas that they may need.
Cool. You said something earlier I wanted to ask you about, man, before I forget. Student of the Day. What's that?
Okay, so Student of the Day, so the BMEC, what we're going to discuss later, is here for students from 7th through 11th graders.
Right.
And their parents. It's to get the parents and those students involved and say, this is what's going on, this is what you need to do to prep leading up to this event, leading up to your child graduating.
Right.
But as a senior, you're at a completely different stage in high school. I'm getting ready to get out the door.
Right.
7th through 11th, you have the different
preparation
stages coming up.
Right.
Well, 8th, 9th grade, now I'm in high school. What is that like? Adjusting.
Right.
So as a sophomore to junior to senior, hey, I can start prepping myself. Where am I along this process to go to college? But as a senior, you're getting ready to be out the door.
Yeah.
So
and you guys have really shown the different steps and even in the process from 7th to 11th, where you should be if you're in this stage along, which I think is genius and brilliant, right?
And it's, if you will, that's why the sole purpose, and I won't say sole, but there's many purpose and many outcomes to gauge here.
Yes, sir.
But we want to get parents and students here. Number one, before I even dive into that event, it's the BMEC, the Black Male Enrichment Conference for 7th through 11th graders is going to be phenomenal. And the point is to get the parents and the students here on campus so we can show them and encourage them. Now, I'll be delighted, absolutely delighted for these black males to come to Santa Fe and join this network of support that we're building that's already existed, but we're also improving it in ways that just has me, I'll just start smiling, can't explain it to you, right? Because we have some great things in the work to enrich the program.
Right.
So what we want to do is let the students know, hey, here at Santa Fe, we're here. And we can provide these support for you once you come here. But not just that, Jerk. There's something else I want to make very clear. Even if your child doesn't go to Santa Fe College, coming to this event will arm you and your child with the information, knowledge, and understanding needed to move forward and go elsewhere. But the bottom line is, when you come to Santa Fe and you see what I'm talking about, you're gonna realize there's no need to go anywhere else.
Nice. Like that. I love that. Well, Santa Fe, I got to say, man, Santa Fe, I do think is a very a gym that we have right here in Gainesville, man. As far as education goes, it's second to none. You know what I mean? But anyway,
I'm glad you said second to none because we are number one, right?
yeah, we all know. You guys were voted number one, right?
Absolutely,
yeah.
by the Aspen Institute.
That's a fact there. Well, I mean, look, we're gonna just get into some quick messages real quick, man. On the right sponsors, maybe a quick song, and then we're gonna come back and we're gonna talk all about the conference because I want to definitely give as much information and emphasis on registration and how we can get these parents to enroll the students there.
Oh yeah.
So cool. Hey, don't go nowhere, man. I got Javon Brown, the coordinator of the My Brother's Keeper program at Santa Fe, man. Don't go nowhere. Keep it locked right here, WMGT 90.1 FM The Beat. It's your boy Jerry Jenkins on the Jerry Jenkins Show. All right, bro. Hey, thanks a lot, man. Let's see what we got here. Commercials out there, so we can. About 6 minutes, man. We'll go right back on. All right, and then like I said, man, we'll go right back, right into the enrichment conference. Just want to keep shouting out those social media handles, just to make sure people, got a way to check you out online right now. But the live video is gonna be online anyway, so the views get up pretty fast.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why we recording.
So on Facebook, it's we have, what was it? For the page that we got going for the event, they can find the event by searching VMEC, right?
Right.
But to get to our Facebook page is at SFMBK, and we want to get them on Instagram if they got that, and that's MBK_SF.
Nice. Let me got that down real quick. The Instagram. What was the Instagram?
MBK_SF.
Gotcha. I didn't know about that one.
And we're going to run with the hashtag VMEC 2018. And what we're going to do with that, especially that hashtag, is it's just going to go crazy starting at the event, because students, whether you check in, whether you're saying, when you want to see photos that's being tagged from you attending the event, you want to see that community that you were part of, right, this year.
VMEC 2018.
That's where you want to be at.
Gotcha. Definitely gonna shout that out too. We could have shouted that out before. I got you, bro. All right, man. And, I think we're good. And you guys are looking to target Rockland County males, right? That's your primary. Which makes sense. Yeah, that's pretty much it, man.
And with that, we're not restricting. I mean, if you can drive from wherever you're coming from,
get on in there.
Just get on in there. We're just gonna hit the pre-register part.
Right.
To give us a sense.
Definitely. How you feel about talking about issues? Like, I know you guys you mentioned on the site that you're gonna be talking about issues that's relevant to black males.
And those are discussions we have with students that are there. But
cool. But yeah, and I don't want you to, I don't want you to know any spoilers or anything like that. I don't want you to say too much because it's gonna be covered at the event. But that's optional. If you want to talk about.
So what we can say is more so
kind of like what you're talking.
Students will get a realistic view of what college is like.
There you go.
So the students are going to be paired with students, MBK students. Not just MBK. We have students that are in student government that are doing well. We have students that are maybe on full scholarships, and those that are paying out their pocket every penny. We have students across the gamut. You're going to talk with students. You're going to get a realistic view, and they're going to tell you up front, if my grades were a little bit better, maybe I would have gotten a little bit more money out of a different grant or a different. It's the truth of the matter, right? And then you have those students that are like, yo, I failed all our high school, and I came to Santa Fe, and the first semester I about failed everything.
Right.
But at the end of the day, guess what? My grades looking nice now.
Right.
I'm getting there.
Right.
And regardless of where you are, whether you're a high achiever or you need more help developing, the point is to get the parents to understand, get the students in right now where they're at so they can start developing, start looking at college. College is a reality. It is affordable.
Right.
Especially if you start prepping them from the 7th and 8th grade.
Right. More savings. Because you start up, because you start preparing early.
And it's not even about the savings, because once their grades are better and you think, okay, you can't get out the door. What we always do as people, we undervalue what's so close to us.
Right.
So we don't put a great emphasis on such a, if you will, such a gold mine as Santa Fe. And we say, well, let's look elsewhere, or it's my last option. When you have students around the country searching out Santa Fe, see how they can get here.
Yeah, make sure you make that point, man. Nice. This is awarded school nationally.
Acknowledged.
Wow. Hey, man. I think we got some gold here, man.
Oh yeah.
About 3-4 minutes, man. When the sun goes off, Look at that, man. Yeah, we'll talk about these, man. We'll talk about more. You guys got be providing dinner and some giveaways and stuff like that too. And we want to mention that. Okay, cool. I got a lot of specific questions. But you talking are going to answer a lot of them. You know what I mean? So I kind of got to gauge what we cover, what we don't cover. But I'm still going to make sure we get at least everything, as much information as possible out there, man. You know what I mean? We'll have a good 15 minutes to talk, man, which is a lot of talking. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. Got a nice little coverage, say this in between.
Right. Well, this may be the last song we'll play the shot on. The rest is gonna be all dialogue. So we should be good though. And what I was kind of getting at earlier about what I was saying when I was talking about issues relevant to the kids or whatever, I was just trying to get like some type of distinguishing factor of your target, why you know what I mean? But I'm sure you can cover that. I'm sure you can cover that easily. And I want you to do it as MBK as you want to. You know what I mean? Because I know you got superiors and all that, bro. So I know how it is. Trust me. So yeah, that's all you did.
And then moving forward too, and the last closing out, we say, hey, right now there's no direct way to say connect community partners. But I'm working on that. And I'll be honest here.
What do you mean? I don't understand.
So let's say we have businessmen in the community, right? Especially black men who wants to get involved.
Right.
We have people in the fire department, police department.
Right.
These are people
we have Black Men United. They come up all the time.
See, they want to get involved, right? So it's for me, and we'll get with you offline about a couple of these things, because you might have a little bit more connect that can divulge and try to establish a solid network.
Absolutely.
To connect these students with, because the truth is, when you see success, right, and it looks like you, talks like you,
show that it's attainable.
You say, okay, well,
right.
Jerk got a radio station. I like, music. I'm into this. How do you do that? What does that look like?
That's what we're here for, man. That's what we're here for. Actually, we do something like that with, I don't know if you're familiar with the Racket House. Where we that was, and I did have the 30 kids up there showing like, this is what we do, man. Because the owner of the station, man, he's had this station since the 80s, for over 30 years, man. The only black-owned radio station in Gainesville. It's just that up until about 3 years ago, it was all oldies. You know what I mean? They just kind of switched it up a little bit.
Gotcha.
Still oldies, you know what I'm saying? But modern R&B and modern hip-hop. You know what I mean? So that kind of just we'll
make that connection with you.
Right, exactly. That's what I'm saying. a student-driven town, man. You know what I mean? But we're a community station. You know what I mean? That's why you guys know who we like. You kind of look at it as a duty. You know what I mean? To cover everything that's directly affecting our community. That's why I'm harping on you about the relevancy part. You know what I mean? Because I can try to draw that connection.
Gotcha.
But I'm sure you got that, bro. So no big deal.
All right, so let me ask about this. You familiar with the equity study that went out?
No, and I actually wanted you to kind of talk about that a little more. You know what I mean? Because I'm not. And when you mentioned it, I didn't want to put you on the spot, but I didn't know if you could cite some of how we could either read the survey or where we can find it.
I ain't bring that.
That's something we can do.
I can arm you with that information back in message and say, hey, here's the link so you can find that. Because I don't have that stats on me. I don't want to speak out of line.
Nah, that's no problem. That's no problem. But, and when you do, we can. That's what I usually do. After I give out all the social media handles, we repost them on our station page and site, and so our audience can definitely access you. But we'll just get back to this. Welcome back, man. It's your boy Jay Jenkins right here on WMBT 90.1 from the beat, man. We are hanging out, man. It's a privilege. I got the big homie, Javon Brown, man, coordinator of my brother's keeper out at Santa Fe College, man. What's going on, big dog?
Oh, just happy to be here. Happy to be here.
Hey, bro, we appreciate you coming for real, man. It's a treat. Well, yo, with no further ado, I know we've been talking about a whole lot of different stuff. We're talking about you, talking about MBK, but what you really came up with to talk about, what we really gonna talk about for the rest of the show, man, is the Black Male Enrichment Conference on February 8th.
Absolutely.
So can we get into that and then how you started and what it's all about and whatever you want to talk about?
So, quick background about the entire thing. So, the Black Male Enrichment Conference is the rebranding of the Black Male Recruitment Conference.
Okay.
Right? So, the recruitment conference, I think, missed the mark with parents who think we're trying to recruit for something.
Right.
So, we really want to be very clear about what this is. It's an enrichment opportunity.
Right.
It's an opportunity to provide more than just information. Because information is one thing.
Right.
But when you turn information into knowledge, that means it's understood.
Right.
So once you have that knowledge, now you know how to go about it.
Like Marcus Garvey, man, with that organization. That's what we have to. We got to have the organization. My bad, but go ahead, bro.
I love you said Marcus Garvey.
Yeah, man.
But once we're able to make that connection with that information and see how it's relative to us, what does that mean? How can we move forward? How is this applicable in my life?
Absolutely.
Can I see myself doing this? So we had to change the name and refocus and, okay, let's call it for what it is. It's an enrichment opportunity. Yeah. And this is the Black Male Enrichment Conference.
Absolutely, man. And you guys are targeting a specific age range here for a specific reason. Can you kind of go into that?
Yes, currently the Black Male Enrichment Conference is geared towards 7th through 11th graders.
Okay.
And the point here is there's things that parents need to know in that developmental stages to support their student.
Absolutely.
And the students need to be able to connect and say, hey, can I even think about college? Because to be honest, 7th, 8th grade, I was not thinking about college.
Right.
I wasn't thinking about it until I was getting ready to graduate.
Right.
However, by doing this, they are out of college in a room filled with college students, and now they can have these conversations. Wait, I never thought about that. What is this like?
Right.
So the conference is good for me. I see it as a great, if you will, very empowering.
It's a treat, man. Especially for, I feel like kind of lucky that you guys are here in Alachua County because it's gonna be most Alachua County kids there. That's what you guys are kind of looking for, and I just think that's awesome that we got this amazing resource right in our backyard. You know what I'm saying? Well, anyway, just to kind of allude to that, you said that you guys are targeting 7th through 11th graders, but that's not only who you want to attend, right? Who, more importantly, as important,
the parents.
The parents.
So the big thing is here, and if you notice the time, again, it's February 8th from 6 to 8 p.m. It's in the afternoon, so parents will be able to get off work, pick up their kids, and come to the event. In the prior year, with the recruitment conference, the hours were a little bit off. It was on a weekend. It's competing with various events. Right. So let's refocus. And in that refocus, we looked at some times, and this is the perfect time and the opportunity. 6 to 8 p.m. on February 8th. And parents, it is absolutely vital that you attend. Right? Because the thing is, you'll be able to sit down and ask questions and learn from other questions being asked. So financial aid expert. We have the director of financial aid that will be here. Right. We have admissions that are coming to speak with you. We have the police, Captain Woods from the police department, coming to talk to you, say, hey, you understand safety is a big concern at a college, at any college, given our recent climate, right? And different things that's going on. But beyond that, it's beyond the safety, it's here are some other things you need to know from this aspect.
Right.
You know, that you might want to know about your child.
Right. Especially for my communities. I love that, man. That's brilliant. So I guess why you guys, MBK is all about, getting black male students more college exposure and college enrollment. So why is that important in our community as far as with different events like this? Like why is that important to our community?
Okay, so this event in itself is very important, and I was going to say because I'm hosting it.
Right.
It's when you look at the success rate across the board for black males, or who's attending college, and why and why not. One of the biggest things that we're seeing is if you can't see someone like yourself achieving or succeeding in a certain thing, you won't want to do it.
Right.
In fact, I'll give you a personal example about myself.
Okay.
I was that student that attended graduation, and I wanted to count how many black males that graduated.
Right. I
was once told, as a young child in the United States, that a certain program wasn't for black people.
Wow.
And this was a magnet program in my middle school. I was told it wasn't for black people.
That's amazing.
But the truth of the matter is, that was the perception of the program because it was predominantly some other race and not black.
Right.
So they didn't see themselves in it, so how can you think you can be successful? I was told, I also heard that black males ain't no engineers, right?
Right.
Well, that's for a different group of people.
Right.
So at a graduation, when it's the engineer college or school that's now graduating, I'm looking how many of us made it in, type of deal.
Right. I'm just telling you, got that objective perspective.
So imagine now you're in middle school and high school, and you're not exposed to this, where you're seeing this constant image of black males achieving in college. The most thing you think, okay, sports. Right. Absolutely, we excel at sports, but we also excel in academics.
All the time.
And the truth is, whether you are a 4.0 or a 4.5 student, or you're a 2.0 barely making it, you too can be successful in college. And we want to make sure that it's very, very clear to these students, and that they can see and connect with students from all walks of life.
Wow. That
are here at Santa Fe and are doing exceptional.
Can you guys talk about some of the? I know you just alluded to the police captain, but can you talk about a little bit about the keynote speaker and the main people that's going to be talking?
So our keynote speaker is one of Santa Fe's finest, Jacoby Benefield.
What's up,
Jacoby? I mean, great young man. I met him, and ever since then, it's been this direct connection. Phenomenal student.
Awesome.
So he started at Santa Fe. He graduated with his AA and he's continuing in the bachelor's program.
Awesome.
Because Santa Fe College also offers a bachelor's degree, correct? So he's also in that program. But beyond that, his experience at Santa Fe is such one of those quality enhancing that you really need to pay attention. So he was involved in student government and various things, which he'll get into at the event and tell you how you can perform and what you can expect. But just a little bit about his background, and he's currently the president, if you will, of the Florida College System Student Government Association.
Shout out to Jacoby, man. You
So,
know what I'm saying? Right there in Santa Fe.
And it's right here in Santa Fe. Speaking of that, a lot of times people in general, what we tend to do is we don't value what we have right here in our very own backyard.
Right.
What we tend to do is we look elsewhere.
Right.
But the truth is, if you stop and really pay attention, you have a treasure, a gem, a mine right here at your feet.
That's what's up.
So let's not throw away the treasure. Let's re-look at Santa Fe and if you will, truly identify what it is. Because when you have students from across the country looking and searching and seeing how they can get to Santa Fe, but here in our very own local community, we might just be walking by and passing by every day.
It really says a lot, man. It is a very sought after destination here, right here in Gainesville, man. Real quick, man, before we go any further, can you tell the parents out there how to register real quick, man?
So you can pre-register online. So you can get to our website, and that is sfcollege.edu/MBK. And in doing that, you'll see the link on the left for BMEC, and you can pre-register. It pop up right there on the page.
Nice.
Right? It's also posted to our Facebook. If you go to our Facebook page, the event, there's comments in there telling you, hey, you can also pre-register, and how to get the link. It's also posted. So once you pre-register, what that will do is it'll just give us a gauge of how many people we have attending, to make sure that, number one, we can adequately feed everyone that's coming, right?
Cool.
Because we're not just going to ask you to come out 6 to 8 p.m. with your child and not offer a way to
beat a dead drum. But talk about a little more about what this young man is going to be like before and then after this attending this event. You know what I mean? What it's going to do for him.
that's one of those solid questions right there, which is part of what we're trying to also measure when we get there too.
Right.
So it's when the students come, we're going to ask them honestly, how do you feel about college? What is your outlook?
Right.
And we're going to ask them the same question when they're leaving.
Right. Okay.
What do you think about college? What is your outlook?
Awesome.
And from their answers, we'll be able to tell, okay, were we effective? Did we deliver an effective program where students now understand where they see themselves in the role in college? What does that look like? Can parents now identify resources that's available to them and their students?
Right. Right.
Can they do that? And if they can, and if they now can see themselves affording college and how to go through, do some different things, I think I may have made a little bit of a dent or a small impact.
That's what's up, man. Javon Brown, man, coordinator of My Brother's Keeper in the building, man. Real quick, man, can we shout out those social media handles real quick?
Oh, yeah. So if you're on Facebook, it's at SFMBK.
Right.
Again, Facebook, that's at SFMBK. If you're on Instagram, that's at MBK_SF.
Cool. We're definitely going to shout those out again, man, just to make sure the people out there can get them. And then talk about the hashtag a little bit, man.
I was about to tell you, look, for this hashtag, right, it's currently running as hashtag BMEC
Nice.
2018.
Cool.
And the thought here and the intent is, after the event, everything we're posting from the start of the event, all the way through the event and the photos that will be taken, everyone getting involved, you will be able to see yourself and your students somewhere throughout this event.
Cool.
So just pay attention to the hashtag.
In real time.
And when you're taking pictures, right?
Yeah.
We're in a social media era. We're going to encourage you to do that.
Absolutely.
Tag, use the hashtag so we can see that community of students. We can see who are attending. And when we're moving forward, it's the same group. We can also reach out to you and let you know what's going on via the hashtag.
Cool, man. That's
so stay connected.
Up, man. And like I said, man, free giveaways, man. You guys got food there. I just want to thank you on behalf of the community, man, for just having this event, man, that's so vital to our young men, man, because these things are all connected, man. And the more successful men we have in our community, the better, it raises the value of the community, man. You know what I'm saying, all around. So I mean, it's a win-win for everybody, man. I really want to put emphasis on the parents and the registration, and you know what I'm saying. So if you could shout out real quick again how the parents can register and the deadlines and all that. Man.
Again, so parents, if you want, and this would be very helpful, like, especially for me, again, very helpful for me, if you go to Santa Fe College, and the website is sfcollege.edu /MBK.
Nice.
Now bring up our page, you'll see the link for BMEC. It stands for the Black Male Enrichment Conference. You click the link, and you'll see the pre-register notion and additional information about what's going on. If you have a disability or your child have a disability,
Nice.
there's also a link there so you can notify our Disability Resource Center that, hey, you might need some assistance, so we'll be able to provide adequate assistance so you're able to move around without a hitch and everything will be smooth.
You guys got like everything covered, man.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So pre-registering will help us get everything in place for you if you need additional assistance with anything. And also, it will give me a great idea of how many people are attending and the gauge for food. Do I need to up the number, or is the order currently fine?
What you call efficiency right there. MDK is all about efficiency, man.
Absolutely.
But yo, man, I just want to, like I said again, man, thank you for coming by, man. I hope we covered everything. Did we miss anything, man? Anything you want to?
Look, I think we got it all, but to make sure we did, February 8th,
my man,
from 6 to 8 p.m., Santa Fe College, My Brother's Keeper, will be hosting.
Room number, real quick.
R01.
You the man.
And even when you go on our website, you click the link, guess what? It's going to open the map and you can hit get direction. It's going to take you there.
These guys, man.
It's going to take you there.
That's efficiency.
So once you get to Santa Fe College R01, we're looking to get some signs out to help people navigate into it. But I think it's one of those easy rooms to find at the front. Maybe I'm wrong. But again, we have the map. You click the link. It'll take you there with the directions. And it's from 6 to 8 p.m. at Santa Fe College. Again, it's being hosted by My Brother's Keeper. And it's for students 7th through 11th grade and their parents. Parents, guardians, please come out and support your student in getting an understanding that college is for them. And so they can see other students that are being successful. And even more so for you to get the information you need to ensure that your student will be successful moving forward in the future.
Javon, you are the man, bro. And I appreciate you, man, and definitely appreciate MBK, man. And real quick, man, before I get up out of here, just to clear it up, can we talk a little bit? I know we did before, but can we talk a little bit about MBK preceding the President Obama's initiative you know, just how long it's been around and all that, man. Because I just think that's remarkable.
So this is a question that came up a few times for me. Said, well, is it a part of President Obama's initiative?
Right.
It's an amazing initiative.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
And however, Santa Fe's My Brother's Keeper preceded the president's initiative, right? So the president's initiative was launched during his second term.
Yeah.
Santa Fe College has been around since before the first term in 2008 when he first got elected. The My Brother's Keeper at Santa Fe, the initiative started back in 2006.
Wow. That's what's up. And
right. Some people say it's a coincidence with the name, but Santa Fe has been doing remarkable things across the board. The school has been attending Washington to present on various ideas and various success programs.
Wow.
And who knows, maybe the name got up in there somewhere. I don't know, right? But
I would bet on it, man.
But either way, at the end of the day, what is a better name for a program directed to connect men together, young men from all walks of life, whether it's just at the college or outside in the community,
right.
Uniting them on the one to say, hey, we're here to provide that network of success. You know, if you want to look at it,
it describes it perfectly, man.
You are your brother's keeper. Right?
Absolutely, man.
And
like
so
I said, it makes the community better, man.
Absolutely.
Real quick, man, before we get out of here, man, last question, man. I mean, last comment. Let's get those social media handles one more time.
Again.
And then let's get how the parents can register one more time.
Absolutely, absolutely. And again, absolutely. On Facebook, it is at SFMBK.
My man.
Facebook at SFMBK. If you're on Instagram, that is at MBK_SF. Again, Instagram at MBK_SF.
Nice.
And parents to pre-register, just go online. It's sfcollege.edu, the college website. Or you can just type in Santa Fe College, My Brother's Keeper, click that link, get to the homepage, BMEC.
Cool.
BMEC, and you'll see everything right there in front of you. A nice yellow bar, say pre-register. It's there, ready to go. Again, if you need additional assistance, we have the DRC link right there. Just send us an email, and we'll get everything that we need to coordinate for you, so everything will be smooth.
That's what's up, man. Hey, Black Male Enrichment Conference, February 8th. At Santa Fe from 6 to 8, room R01, all 7 to 11 graders in Lafayette County, young black males, man. Make sure you're there. Make sure your parents are registering you with all the information that Javon just gave us. Javon Brown, man, coordinator of My Brother's Keeper, man. Thanks a lot for coming by, bro.
Oh, man.
I really appreciate it, man. It's been an honor and a pleasure, man. Don't go nowhere, man. Keep it like right here on WMBT 90.1 from the beat. It's your boy Jerk Jerkins right here on the Jerk Jerkins Show. All right, bro. And we off, man. Hey, you the man, bro. And hey, you did a good job too, man. I really appreciate you, now, for real, man. Hey, man. If there's anything I can ever do, man, please let me know, bro. I mean, I get a lot of people that come through here all the time, man. And this is kind of like a theme, so.